Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for our special reading, and this is for the year of the Fire Dragon. Okay, so if you were born during the year of the Fire Dragon, this is going to be your reading for 2026. And after I get done doing the Fire Dragon, I'm going to also do the Wood Snake for 2026 as well. All right. So first, we'll start off here with the Fire Dragon. And the Fire Dragon is a very, very powerful type of energy, okay? So you were born under, very powerful energy. And you can expect 2026 to move very, very quickly, all right? It's gonna be really fast. I mean, faster than normal because it's a double fire, Yeah. So it's a really good year for you guys. As far as career and purpose, it's really, really good. Your promotions, you're bound to get promotions of some sort. Either that, or if you own your own business, it's really a good leadership role. I mean, I see you stepping into leadership for sure, and people are going to notice you. Yeah. People are going to really notice you. Even your skeptics are going to notice you. Of course, your supporters are going to notice you, but yeah. So, like I said, Pisces, this is, if you're born under the year of the Fire Dragon, it's a really good year to start your own business or, do some entrepreneuring, something like that. Big money can actually be gained this next coming year. So you just need to do a few bold moves, okay? This is going to talk about being bold, And don't, by all means, Pisces, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks in 2026, especially in the beginning of the year. Yeah. Now, as far as love goes, if you're curious about that, if you're in a relationship that's unstable, sudden breakups can probably happen. All right. But if you're in a solid relationship, I think that the relationship will deepen. So it's kind of like a mixed bag on that. But this is a really personal growth year for you guys. I really like it. I mean, it's really good. The only thing here is being impatient, okay? Because I feel you're going to run into a bunch of obstacles sometimes. Not necessarily obstacles, but delays. You know what I mean? Not really an obstacle, but more of a delay. And so, just be aware of that, okay? You could even be experiencing some delays even now because we're moving into this new year. All right, but it doesn't really fully take effect. The Chinese year doesn't really take effect until February. So just keep that in mind, all right? So, from now through February and March, it's kind of like a testing, phase for you. There could be some frustrations and delays, but it's telling you again, don't force anything, all right? Now, in April, the momentum builds and opportunities are going to suddenly appear, and you're going to have to probably make some important decisions. So I really like that too for April. September is a good time for starting things. Yeah. So when you get into September, it's a really good time to celebrate. Actually, you're going to have some sort of a breakthrough. Yeah, and it's the best time to start something. Like I said, expand. Maybe some of you are going to expand in something or expand your business. Launch a new business. But by this time at the end of the year, you'll be planning for the next 12 months. And also, this can also indicate, it's indicating to make sure and take care of your health, okay? Yeah, let go of outdated things. Take good care of your health. And it is a power month for you. So, yeah, I really like it. Let's pull some runes and see what else. So you got Righto. Okay, so Righto is talking about delays. All right? Yeah, so you're going to be expect delays in 2026. It's just the way it is going to go. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it gives you a better, it gives you more time, really, in some instances to strategize. And that's going to be key, is strategizing. Jera. Okay, so this is going to be a year of a breakthrough. You're going to have a really successful, big breakthrough this year. What else? And Iwaz. So, no, sorry, this is Menez. I always get Menez and Iwaz mixed up. So, this is you working on yourself, not expecting anything from anybody. This is you doing it all by yourself and spending time alone and reflecting and taking some of these delays that you've got here to strategize for this major breakthrough that you're going to have this year, or this next year, I should say, 2026. All right? So there you go, Pisces. That is for the year of the fire dragon and the year of the fire horse. So let's get over here to the wood snake. I got to get my little wood snake here. Okay. So this next coming year, Pisces, is the fire horse, as you know, and you're the wood snake. And wood snakes tend to be they're patient, they're private, and they're quiet. They're patient and they're calculated. And this year, or this coming year, is going to kind of put a little pressure on you guys. It's going to actually force the wood snake out of the shadows. Yeah, so you're going to be forced out of the shadows, whether you kind of like it or not, because of the year. That's going to be either good or bad. We'll continue. Sudden change, yeah. So like I said, things are going to happen sudden. And situations are going to demand immediate decisions for you guys. So you also may be having people around you that are going to be acting impulsively, not communicating correctly, having time issues type of thing, some sort of delay. Loud people, people being loud. Yeah. But whatever you've been planning here, Pisces, it's gonna come into fruition. Okay. What you need to do is just spend some time here and do your planning. Okay, your inner planning. Yeah. Inner planning, and come from a quiet place of authority. I can see that with a wood snake, because they're calculated and they're calm. And that is going to be the main advice for this year. Now in relationships, truth comes out really quickly. Okay, so relationships can either heat up or burn out. And that could be either good or bad. It's kind of like a mixed bag for you guys too, as well as the fire dragons. Yeah. So you need to take care of your boundaries too. Set your boundaries. you know, your nervous system may be increasing a little bit, so you may tend to get a little bit more nervous than usual. So make sure that you're putting your boundaries up, and don't get into any kind of overstimulation. Okay, any kind of overstimulation in anything. Yeah. Grounding and rest is really the best thing, you know, so make sure you stay grounded and rested this year or this next year. So the main bottom line here is speed and exposure, and also the response and timing. Other people are going to kind of like be burning out around you, and you're going to be just sitting back evaluating things, which is really kind of good. I really do like that. Let me see what else it says here. Okay, so what's going on right now is, you know, at the beginning of the year, you know, the Chinese New Year, which incidentally starts in February. But it kind of phases in slowly, you know, from January into February. It's just, you know, some of your plans may get interrupted. People may be acting impulsive in front of you, and you may be you may feel like you're rushed or pushed out, you know. You could feel like that at the beginning. So this is what you do, Pisces. You just observe and don't react. You know, say less than you know, and avoid committing too early, okay? Just don't make any commitments too early, all right? Now in March, you're going to find out some truths. You know, hidden motives are going to surface, and somebody's going to show their true nature. So if you've had any decisions that you've been postponing, or, you know, it's going to pop out. This could be a relationship at work or something, you know, that's hitting a tipping point. But the good news is, in May and in June, opportunity kind of knocks on your door. And, you know, a door suddenly opens. And anything that you did in the past will pay off. So, you know, make sure that you're planning things out wisely, and, you know, managing your money really, really well, because that's coming up in May and June. So make sure that you're managing your cash. What else? Let me see here. Okay, what to do? Act decisively but quietly, and leverage things with your knowledge. Avoid overexposure. That's the first thing. In July and August, you're going to probably receive some growth, you know, growth and responsibility. Your income is going to improve. Your projects are going to gain traction. And you may actually move or relocate also in July or August. Now in September, recognition without noise. This is really good. You're acknowledged. Yeah. This is really good. Long-term path becomes obvious. Quiet power beats loud success here. So yeah, quiet and calm. I like that. Now in October to November is talking about consolidation and protection, you know. Locking things in, contracts, agreements, commitments, things like that. And it's also telling you to pull back from any chaos as well, and make sure and take care of your health again. So, you know, that'll reduce your stress for sure. And then by the time we get over here to December, you know, getting ready for 2027, you're going to totally have released everything that no longer fits. And, you know, an emotional closure will happen, and a new identity will settle in. So, yeah. At the end of the year, you're going to be way stronger than you are at the end of this year. So I really like it. And let's pull some runes out and see what else. What else? Wow, you got Inguas. So like I said, you've got some sort of, something is gestating, okay? Something here is gestating. Very good rune. Gable. Wow, blessing. Something, a blessing is gestating. What you're doing is you're creating some sort of a blessing, Pisces, for 2026. What else? Wow, the sun. Soilo. Wow, and that just highlights everything. You know, I think this is going to be a better year than you think. I really do. And I really like that. I really like the reading. Well, there you have it, you guys. I'm going to leave a little link at the bottom of the video. And if you click that, it'll take you to the daily read if you haven't ever been to my channel. And you'll be able to see your daily read there, Pisces. But anyhow, this is just your kind of little brief, mini little reading for you guys for the year of the fire dragon and the year of the wood snake for 2026. All right, you guys? All right, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, bye for now.